Right now on Jamaica News Page today, the long-awaited Klansman gang trial is officially underway. Prosecutors outlining what they call the anatomy of a criminal organization, as alleged leader Tesha Miller and 24 others plead not guilty to multiple serious charges. Also today, a startling moment outside the courtroom raises fresh security concerns after an accused allegedly mimicked a gun gesture toward a witness. Plus, there's good news today, an unbelievable comeback. A young woman suffers a life-changing workplace accident, told she could lose everything. But she refused to quit after a spinal injury, months in hospital, and setbacks that could have ended her dream. Tais Ferguson has graduated from the University of Technology with first-class honors. And there's more good news today, breaking barriers in Westmoreland. The son of a domestic helper and a retired garbage truck driver became the first in his family to attend university, and now he's graduated with a law degree from UMona, heading next to Norman Manley Law School, determined to change his family's future and one day become a judge. Welcome back to Jamaica News Page today, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. We've got special rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you'll unlock these special rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining today is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a Fuel Star or Fuel Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us. Jamaica News Page starts right now. Testimony continued today in the high-profile Klansman gang trial now underway in the Home Circuit Division of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston, where alleged gang leader Tesha Miller and 24 co-accused are facing a wide range of serious criminal charges. A detective corporal assigned to the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Branch, CTOC, resumed giving evidence as prosecutors continue outlining what they describe as a coordinated criminal enterprise operating across several parishes over multiple years. The trial formally began Wednesday after months of delays, with all 25 accused men pleading not guilty to a 32-count indictment that includes multiple murders, conspiracy to murder, robbery with aggravation, wounding with intent, attempted robbery, and being part of a criminal organization. Tesha Miller, who's already serving a 38-year sentence for the 2008 murder of former Jamaica Urban Transit Company chairman Douglas Chambers, has denied all 13 counts against him in the current case, including the allegation that he led the criminal organization, a charge he alone faces. In its opening address, the prosecution detailed what it calls the quote anatomy end quote of the alleged Klansman gang, arguing that members operated in various roles, including leadership figures, drivers, associates, and so-called shooters or soldiers. Prosecutors told the court the organization remained active between August 2017 and November 2022, even while Miller was incarcerated. They contend that other alleged members exerted influence in different communities during that period. Central to the Crown's case will be testimony from two former gang members who have already pleaded guilty to serious offenses, including murder, and are currently serving sentences. Investigators say their cooperation helped solve most of 16 cases that had remained unsolved for up to 8 years. The prosecution has urged Justice Dale Palmer, who is presiding without a jury, to carefully assess the credibility of those witnesses while considering the independent evidence expected to be presented throughout the trial. Authorities say the case has drawn significant public interest due to the number of accused, the severity of the allegations, and the broader implications for organized crime in Jamaica. Heightened security measures remain in place around the Supreme Court as proceedings continue. Meanwhile, tension briefly flared outside the courtroom following Wednesday's proceedings. Shortly after the session ended, one of the accused men allegedly made a finger gun gesture toward a prosecution witness, a detective corporal, while being escorted from the courtroom. The gesture reportedly startled members of the prosecution team, defense attorneys, and police personnel. The incident occurred on the same day the presiding judge ordered that the names, addresses, and likenesses of prosecution witnesses must not be published, citing security concerns and the sensitive nature of the case. Despite the moment of tension, proceedings have continued without disruption. The prosecution is expected to call dozens of witnesses as the trial progresses, and the case is anticipated to remain before the court for an extended period. Stay with Jamaica News Page for the latest updates as the trial continues. New today, police have charged an alleged St. Andrew gang leader in connection with the fatal shooting of a businessman and a 2-year-old child last year. Courtney Ashley, otherwise called Bloodstain, has been charged with the murder of 25-year-old Kimarley Powell, otherwise called Beans, and 2-year-old Tejon Jackson following a gun attack near Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew. According to the police, Ashley was identified at an identification parade on February 2 and was formally charged on Tuesday with murder, wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Ashley, who is from Red Hills Avenue in St. Andrew, was arrested on January 12 by St. Catharines South Police inside the gated Phoenix Park Village community in Portmore, St. Catherine. Investigators say the shooting occurred around 7:15 p.m. on Grenmead Road on September 15, 2025. Reports indicate that Powell and the toddler were seated on a bench with others when a motor vehicle drove up and an occupant opened fire. Both Powell and the child were pronounced dead at hospital. A third man was shot and hospitalized in stable condition. Police have described Ashley as the reputed leader of the Bottom Marley gang and say he had been wanted in connection with several other serious crimes, including the 2017 murder of Andrew Foster, an attempted contract killing in Jacks Hill in July 2025, and multiple shootings across the St. Andrew South Division. Investigators also allege that Ashley consented to a search of his cell phone, which reportedly revealed conversations related to the sale of a firearm. As a result, additional charges have been laid, including dealing in firearms without a license, aiding and abetting, and seeking benefit through professing to have a firearm. Police investigations are ongoing. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, is investigating allegations that a man accused of murder was beaten by police officers while in custody in St. James, leaving him with both hands and a leg broken. The alleged incident is said to have occurred last week while the man was being held at the Freeport police station. His right leg is reportedly broken. In a statement, the INDICOM investigators confirmed that an assault in custody report was received and that a formal probe is now underway. The man's attorney, Donovan Collins, who represents Sion Clark, has alleged that his client was beaten by police after refusing to consent to a search. Collins further claimed that the injuries have left his client in severe pain. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, commanding officer for the St. James Police Division, has not yet responded to requests for comment. Clark is currently on trial for murder, unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition, and wounding with intent stemming from a robbery in St. James that left a Chinese businessman dead and another injured. According to his attorney, the injuries allegedly sustained during the incident have delayed the trial, which began in the St. James Circuit Court in September last year. The trial is scheduled to resume on February 16. Two people are in police custody today following the seizure of a firearm and counterfeit U.S. currency during an operation in Trelawney. Police say a man and a woman were arrested Tuesday morning after officers carried out a targeted raid in the community of Mendes Town around 8:30. During a search of the premises, investigators reportedly found a Smith& Wesson Springfield 9mm pistol along with a round of ammunition concealed inside a couch. Several counterfeit U.S. notes were also reportedly seized during the operation. Both suspects remain in police custody as investigations continue. In other news today, the United States Embassy in Jamaica is encouraging Jamaicans planning to attend the 2026 FIFA World Cup to begin the visa application process early. In a post on social media platform X, the embassy said the United States is preparing to welcome visitors from around the world for what it describes as the biggest World Cup staging in history. Officials reminded prospective travelers that all applicants must meet U.S. visa eligibility requirements before approval. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, marking the first time the tournament will be spread across three countries. An unbelievable comeback for one determined Jamaican woman. 28-year-old Tais Ferguson walked across the stage at the University of Technology UTech, celebrating far more than a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. She marked a journey defined by resilience, courage, and determination. In 2019, what began as a normal workday turned life-changing when a broken chair collapsed beneath her, leaving her with a serious spinal cord injury. She spent 46 days hospitalized at the Kingston Public Hospital and underwent major surgery to stabilize her spine. At one point, Ferguson feared she might never walk again, but during her recovery, watching nurses care for patients inspired her to pursue nursing herself. Despite financial struggles and unplanned pregnancy, ongoing physiotherapy, and persistent pain, she pressed on. Support from family, friends, and a lawyer who covered her first year's tuition helped keep her dream alive. Ferguson, who grew up in humble circumstances in Old Harbor, St. Catherine, said her determination came from refusing to let setbacks define her future. She graduated with first class honors, a milestone she hopes will inspire her daughter and others facing adversity. Her message today is simple: setbacks don't determine the outcome, perseverance does. And there's more good news today. The son of a domestic helper and a retired garbage truck driver is breaking generational barriers and rewriting his family's story. 23-year-old Xavier McFarland, a native of Piper's Corner in Amity, Westmoreland, is the first in his family to attend university. He recently graduated with a law degree from the University of the West Indies, Mona, marking a major milestone not just for himself, but for his entire family. McFarlane is now preparing to take the next step in his journey at the Norman Manley Law School, where he will pursue his legal education certificate, bringing him closer to his dream of becoming an attorney. Graduation day, he said, was deeply emotional. In quote, "It was a tough journey. Walking across the stage was exciting, but seeing how proud my mother was meant even more." End quote. That journey was far from easy. Law school came with a hefty price tag, about 10,000 US dollars per year, and financial uncertainty followed him throughout his studies. His mother, Sonia McFarlane, spent decades doing domestic work to support her children, while his father, Neville McFarlane, continued to stretch limited resources despite a life-altering injury sustained while working as a garbage truck driver. At times, McFarlane said the pressure became overwhelming. Support came through faith, community, and unexpected generosity, including assistance from a law firm alumnus who helped cover his first year tuition, along with help from family members and mentors who believed in his potential. Despite financial setbacks that forced him to sit some exams late due to clearance issues, McFarland persevered. He graduated with upper second class honors and distinguished himself as Faculty of Law Guild representative and the president of the Mona Law Society. As the first university graduate in his family, McFarland dedicated his achievement to his parents and siblings and to future generations. His ultimate goal is to become a judge. He said in quote, "For now, prosecution is definitely in the books. Wherever the journey leads from there, I am ready." Congratulations to both university graduates. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page today. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. We've got special rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you'll unlock these special rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining today is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a FUI Star or FUI Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us, and also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page today. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, have a great day.